Namaste. How are you all today? Okay, in my previous video regarding how to improve and practice our henna art for perfection, I talked about few important key points. Those could be helpful to our improve our henna art, and those points were like practice lines and curves first. All types of lines and curves you have to practice, and that is also with slow cone method, because slow cone method not only bring perfection to art, it will help you how to control your mehendi cone and the speed and pressure coordination required for henna art. Link of that video you can find at the end of this video or in the description box. I would really suggest, before watching this video, please watch that previous video, because maybe many things I might talk in this video reference like a reference talk. So I don't want you to feel lost, because this video is like a case study and practice approach regarding whatever I explained in last video. So last video is more like a theoretical video, and this video is more like a practical type of video. Okay, for case study I have selected this simple design. As I said, first practice lines and curves and few basic elements, and then select one very simple design to start your practice. This series I am working on and I am demonstrating all of you is for a very new henna artists, the beginners who are quite new in this henna art, and it might help to those also who are trying to achieve perfection for their henna art. Okay, so today's practice I have prepared this design that has two important elements. One is this simple flower and another is paisley. Now what can you do? You can start practicing design, or if you are too new in henna art, then first practice flower and paisley separately till you feel now you know how to draw those elements with confidence. What you can do that first draw those elements with pencils or a pen and keep that paper inside a plastic folder and try to trace those design. And remember one thing, we don't have to drag lines, but we have to drape the lines, and we don't want those broken lines, but instead we have to achieve these shapes with minimal breaks. So we are looking for smooth and clean shapes, not this type of broken and messy shapes. So keep practicing this way till you feel let's start with design, because I am ready to start. So till that point keep practicing all the paisley and flowers, like with dressing and practicing on separate paper. So now get back to the design. So in first practice, in first attempt, what will you do? You will only draw outline or basic element of this entire design. You won't decorate this design with those embellishments. Only practice design template 2-3 times. But yes, you are right, with slow cone method. As I told you in previous video that all design has at least one base design. So in this design, this semicircle is the base of the design. So our design will start from there, and it is somewhere near wrist. So base of the design is this semicircle, then petal of this flower, then paisley is resting on this flower. So paisley is a resting element, and then this flower is resting on this paisley, and then this border resting on this flower, and so on. So we will start our base design, that is this semicircle, and as I said, first we will draw only template of this design. If any one of you want this example design, you can download it from my blog, Henna Art Passion blogspot. Link you can find in my description box. Here also we will follow slow cone method. So draw very slowly, drawing all lines with perfection. So practice only this template 2-3 times till you feel happy with it. Then decorate it with simple embellishments design. For embellishments also select only 2 or 3 elements at a time. Don't try to attempt everything at the same time. Because think about it. When you are learning new language and you are trying to improve your vocabulary, what will you do? You learn 2-3 words at a time and learn meaning of that word, how to use that word. You try to practice those words, and then you go to another word. Not like pick up the dictionary and learn so many words and then utter all the gibberish. That is not making any sense. Yeah, okay. So the point is, start with simple few elements first. Here I have selected simple checks and small petals. So that way we can practice our lines and curves too. And decorate this empty template with these simple embellishments. But as I said, yes, you are right, with slow cone method. First practice these empty templates. And when you feel now my template is very nice and clean, then another attempt, try to fill those empty elements. Okay, so keep practicing this type of layout 2-3 times until you feel okay, now I'm happy. So what you can do afterwards, now inside how we will decorate this template. So here also start with very simple checks. We don't want any elaborate element right now. We are just learning how to control our lines, how to control our mehendi cone, and how to achieve perfect, neat and clean line. See, I am not dragging my line, but I am trapping my line. If line breaks like this, don't try to adjust immediately. Then just draw like this. Okay, so in our first attempt to fill all these elements, we will go very simple. Only simple big checks. Then flowers, we won't do any stroke, but instead we will make just one inside line and draw lines. We will drawing lines. Because stroke is little advanced technique and we don't want to achieve right now creating all mess in our design. So we will do very simple, draw one line and then draw line inside. Simple decoration to our petals. I'm so used to do stroke, so I'm just end up doing it. This is like a one exercise we have to do several times. It could feel like very boring, but you have to do it if you really want to improve your lines. Okay, now this paisley part, we will go very simple arc, then simple petal, the round petal, and that is also not very small. See how slow we are going. If you want, you can go slower than this. and parallel lines. These parallel lines actually teach us how to control our cone, because it needs effort to draw all these lines next to each other, and same time it should look very neat and clean. So as an embellishment also we have taken lines and simple curve here. So lines we used here as a checks, here as a parallel line. Okay, and here also as like a strokes. So same thing we will do here, only one extra line to thicken this part and lines. We are not doing strokes here. For practice, for beginner, we are just doing lines. So this way you will draw your design at least 2-3 times. 2-3 times as an empty templates, then 2-3 times with all these elements, the same design with slow cone method. Then here first we will give little bit outline to this part. Okay, here also we are just using circle and curve line as a filler element. We are not giving any fancy laces or decoration to this design, because right now we are only practicing basic elements, and at the same time we are learning control on henna cone and improving our lines. So in this design we have only one base design. We started from there and then we build this design on top of it. So the elements this design have are flower and paisleys. Okay, now this border elements it's done. Again paisley, and for paisley we will follow exactly same embellishment. As I said, we don't want any elaborate design right now. And take all the curves very slowly. We are not rushing here and doing this kind of job. No, we don't want this. At the same time, when I'm drawing these curves, my cone is not touching the surface, but instead is just nearly barely touching the surface. And here the line you can give random dots. So this is our first attempt with embellishment. So practice 2-3 times like this. Now what will we do? We will give our own element to this design. Now from this point, if you are happy with your lines and decoration and entire design, you feel and satisfied that no, you have done quite a good job. Now we will give some new twist to this design, but small change at a time. In next attempt, what you can do, what more you can add to this design, like you can add small frills here, you can add small frills here, this part. Then you can thicken this line like this. Then the checks, you can do alternate checks. We are going very simple right now, so that's why we can go alternate checks. We can add few dots here, going like this, another like this. So few examples I am giving you. What more you can add once your lines and everything is very clean and you are happy with your design. So that could be like fifth or sixth attempt to your design. Here also you can add small checks. So how different ways you can play with your design. Then you can add few dots here like this, curves also. Sorry, I am going little bit faster because I don't want to take lots of your time. So you can add few dots here. Then here also you can thicken the line. And instead of this simple lines here, you can add this thick petals, or you can add dot stretched petal. Okay, so after adding your few elements, you can try 2-3 different ways. You can change this element, but go for very simple elements there, here. So all these different things you can change and recreate your own design. Then what else you can do for experiment? With same design you can come up with hundreds of different things, and every time you will find new design. You can add same type of flower here, like very similar flower here. Sorry for all this mess, but I'm going little faster. Okay, then what you can do, either you can add a paisley like this, or you can use same this border elements here and join these two flower like this. Complete new design, some extended design. Okay, this is like one of the idea. Or same flower you can do here, and you can go to this finger. That is also one change of idea. You can do this flower here, and you can go here in this last 2 fingers like this. That is also one new creation from the same design. Or what you can do, you can draw paisley here and then draw border like this. So from this simple design you can come up with so many different creations, but as I keep telling you, start very slowly. Select one element or maximum 2 elements at a time. Play with those elements till you feel confident that now I know how to use these elements. Then go to another elements. Don't try to do everything at the same time. Not only you confuse yourself, your work also won't improve. So that's why go slowly. So I would suggest please practice this design the way I have explained. I have decided to do these types of case study using different types of design. And if you want me to do such tutorials, like you think these are quite helpful, please let me know through your likes and comments. So I understand you all like my this approach to teach beginners, because I am getting so many messages, like people are asking how we can improve, how we can create our own design. So I thought, let me try this way. So that's why I have started this series. But I can only understand that my approach is right or wrong when you give me the feedback. So please give me feedback through your comments or messages. And please share your creation on base of this design with me, either on my Facebook page or Instagram, so I can see your improvements, and if needed I can guide you to the in the right direction, and could understand that what difficulties you all are facing. So in my next video I can work on those points. So what are you waiting? Because I am waiting for your creation. So let's start. So your practice start. Until then, I take break. Till I see you all next time. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Have good command on your lines, and that's the most difficult thing, because it tests your patience. It tests that how much you can give your time